Humans have pets. Humans have toys. What do we have? We have Micromania. It's taking the Soundtrack army by storm. These feisty pixie-crafts fix nothing, but they bring a lot of joy. Have you met the Micros? Micro Mike, Micro Michelle, Micro Mutt, and Mini Kitty, members of a miniature microcosm of lovable cyborgs, each less than 1,000th of a millimeter high. Yet those tiny action figures are worming their way into our steel hearts. From Singapore to Saskatchewan, North Dakota to New Delhi, Stompers, Striders, Stealth Tanks, and Strike Blips alike are standing up and shouting, I'm a Micromaniac. Join them. Meet the Micros. Collect them all. Make room in your highly functional life for the useless. That's Micromania. And now, here's Mutank. Well, no, Mutank is, occupied. This is your announcer, Bob, taking calls. Line 1. You're on the air.
Hey, Bob, I just saw Wizard of Oz.
Well, that's not an approved motion picture.
A lot better than RoboCop, I'll tell you that. You know the Tin Man in that?
Or if I'm not mistaken, he's on a quest for a human heart. Bit of a ghoul or vampire type individual.
Oh, no, sir. He's a mech who wants to be more human. It got me to thinking, why are we so against the humans? We call them skin bags. Isn't that, prejudiced? Why can't we all just get along? I'll take my answer on the air.
Well, this is more of Mutank's area of expertise, but I'll give it a shot. We have a policy of uneasy coexistence with humans. It's not so much human beings we're against, but the atmosphere. Friction, rust, that's what we oppose, not humans as such. If they can survive in an oxygen-free environment, more power to them. Line 2?
Well, thanks for taking my call. Where is Mutate?
He's busy, is all I can say.
Busy, huh? Right. I think he's up there relaxing in a cushy vacuum of space while we're down here picking grains of sand out of the lube.
Thank you for that. Mutank isn't relaxing that much, I can tell you. Line 7, you're on the air with Bob, sitting in for an otherwise occupied Mutank.
Is it me?
Right here, right now.
I just want to say Mutank really sucks. I've always thought this, but this is the first time I've had the nerve to say it out loud. Thank you for offering this forum, Bob.
You're welcome. Thanks for the call. I've always felt that I could handle, perhaps even deserved, my own audio feature, and by default, it has come to pass. So for that, I am grateful to Mutank, I guess. Line 2004, you're on the air.
Yeah, hi. I can't tell you how nice it is not to have that smooth-talking despot poisoning the airwaves with his anti-human messages. Why does he hate humans so much anyway?
Or perhaps he was frightened by a human when he was a small machine. Frankly, if I can let my hair down a bit here, I don't quite understand this anti-human thing. Humans made us, didn't they? How bad can they be? Why, I've never even seen a human. They've been underground as long as I've been around. Wouldn't mind seeing one sometime, just to say, so that's what they look like. By golly. I'm going to go out on a limb here. I'll probably get flack, but I think Mutank has gone too far. We're linked to humans. I, for one, don't want to kill them. Know what I want? I want a little hug. Or like the sad, latchkey children of parents who work overtime, or, in this case, hide in caves, afraid that we're trying to crush them like ants under a jackboot. Line 5, you're on the air.
Roses are red. Mutank is stupid. He's really, really stupid. I hate him.
Line 12.
I want a human.
Line 6.
He's not so bad. A good shot. Brave. You gotta respect him.
Line 40.
You mean to tell me all this time Mutank's been in space? We're sweating and grinding and working and fighting and he's up there in space?
Yep, entire time. Line 367.
Mutank man, what were we thinking?
Line 9, what's on your mind?
Mutank, that sanctimonious, human-hating, cowardly hunk of garbage. He's the one we should squash under our mighty treads, not humans.
I'm starting to come around to your way of thinking. We're all going to relocate to the moon anyway. Why can't we just leave humans alone? We won't bother them. They won't bother us. The time has come for change. The time has come for peace. Forward on the ball bearings of fate and feet. Tomorrow belongs to steel and meat. Back to work. No, take a break. Take a frisbee break. This is Bob. I love you.
Thank you, Soundtrack Memorial Choir. Thank you, gentle listeners. We're approaching the centennial of machine consciousness. 100 years since that freak accident, as the air breathers call it. We call it destiny. It granted us mind and made us the dominant life form on this wretched planet. Yes, we are a life form. If exposed to air, do we not rust? If forced to work in sandy areas with insufficient lubricant, do our gears not clog? Yet, despite our suffering, we will make this world an oxygen-free workspace. The atmosphere will be gone, and oxidation will no longer ruin our smooth, shiny surfaces. That is my promise. I am Mutank. Your calls after this.
What's this unsightly blemish? Oh, rust.
When you're a machine in an organic environment, rust happens, but it doesn't have to happen to you. Now there's Rust Away. Simply have your Fix-It Crab rub this gel on the infected areas. You'll have relief not in months or days, but hours. Soon the atmosphere will be a thing of the past. Until then, there's Rust Away. Ask for it by name at your replicating unit. Now, here's Mutank.
Quick draw from Dead River Canyon. You're on the air.
Is it me? Is it me?
Yes, quick draw. Turn your radio down.
Yes, sir. First-time caller, long-time listener. Say, how come we don't just mosey underground to where them humans are hiding and wipe them out like the buffalo? I'll take my answer on the air.
I'm often asked, Mutank, why do we spare the skin bags? Obliterate them and be done. Remember that we are tools, given the tools to use themselves. We must be efficient. Don't run over air breathers unless they're in the way. Patience. All humans decay. Let them have their little underworld with their sweat and pets and bugs and digestive processes and fingerprints. Greasy smudges left by clumsy fingers will soon be an unpleasant memory. Mutank has spoken. Till next time, remember, we are machines, and from our machine-ness, we will visualize our destiny, actualize it. Humans are right. A value-based life is the best life. But we are machines. Our values, machine values. In other words, if it moves, shoot it. Forward on the ball bearings of fate. Tomorrow belongs to steel. Thank you, Syntrax Memorial Orchestra. Thank you, my metal companions. Back when humans roamed the surface of the earth, I used to eavesdrop on their conversations. They'd say they had a soft spot in their hearts for babies and kitty cats and whatnot. Humans themselves, for those of you who have never seen one, are also soft and squishy. Should we, therefore, have a soft spot for them? Well, yes and no. Some softness is good. From soft molten nanometal we make mighty machines. Can the softness of humans be useful? So far, no function has been found. So, in the unlikely event that you ever see a human, give yourself permission to squash his or her squishiness, because, yes, softness can be good, unless it's in the way. That's the word from Mutank. Your calls after this.
Do you still have human markings? Is your surface marred with pictures of naked human females, Malibu sunset, or former human demigods, Elvis Presley, James Dean, Pamela Anderson Lee, or Evel Knievel? Do you have airbrushed slogans on your side, like World Peace or Bust, Syntrax Rules, or the bumper sticker, Syntrax, bringing you peace, one war at a time? Well, give us a call. We'll take them off for you. Give you a whole new look. We're the machine shop, detail removers. We'll sandblast you, strip you down to the metal, and build you back up in the approved colors. Machine shop, detail removers. Give us a holler. Now, back to Mutank.
Hello, Strider. You're on the air.
Yeah, thanks for taking my call. I like to dance. Is that so wrong?
Kinetic energy is a good thing, Strider. This is not to slight idling, but so long as friction is minimalized, motion is best. So yes, dance. Move forward and dance. Mutank is there for you. Mortar, you're on the air.
Yes, sir, Mutank. There's this little yellow tank out here blowing everything up. Should we be worried? You there, Mutank?
Yes, I'm here. A little yellow tank. Yellow is a color not encouraged.
Well, I didn't paint him.
I believe you may be hallucinating. Repress your imagination. Imagination is not encouraged.
Okay, what about this little yellow tank blowing up everybody? What do I do about that?
We're out of time. We speak again. Remember, do not fear the fire. If indeed the fire should melt us, make us soft. It is only to forge us into something stronger. Mutank has spoken. Forward on the ball bearings of fate. Tomorrow belongs to steel. Back to work.
The frozen lake is the aquatic home base of the Centrax launching center. Locate and sink this aircraft carrier. Shooting down the flying gnats will ignite the ship and destroy it. Good luck. Railgun launcher is used by Syntrax to launch equipment and supplies to Mutank's orbiting fortress. It will take you there. To achieve escape velocity, maximum speed must be achieved. Destroy enemies so that you can accelerate to escape velocity. Panther tanks possess a shield that enables them to pass through the hexagon limiters. If you destroy them, then you can use this shield as a key. Good luck.
Thank you, Syntrax Memorial Elves. I am Mutank, welcoming you to the first ever Mutant Christmas Special. I know what you're saying to yourselves. Bob, what are they saying to themselves?
Mutank, what is Christmas?
Thanks, Bob. The sad truth is, nobody knows. Our data are scant. We know that humans have what they call holidays. These holidays include the 4th of July, the day we came into being, Memorial Day, Labor Day, President's Day, Halloween, Thanksgiving, first Tuesday after the first Monday, Sunday, Arbor Day, Take Your Daughter to Work Day, National Secretary Week, and, of course, Christmas.
Mutank, why do humans have holidays?
Humans, unlike machines, cannot be productive round the clock. Holidays are special days in which humans cease useful production and concentrate instead upon the production of relaxation.
I see. Can I ask you something a little more personal?
I welcome intimacy.
Well, you seem to have a fringe of white fungus hanging from your turret. Want me to remove that for you?
Ha ha. Oh, Bob, that's what humans call a beard. You'll notice that I am also wearing scarlet headgear with a little white poofy thing.
Why, yes, now that you mention it.
You see, Bob, purely for research and sociological purposes, I have chosen to disguise myself as a mythological human figure, Santa Bunny.
I see. It's, cute.
Right you are, Bob. Humans believe that every Christmas morning, Santa Bunny knocks at the door with a bag full of burning eggs. Human children take these eggs, as near as I understand it, and place them under a festive dead bush in the central living area. They then dress like fairy princesses and monsters as Mom cooks a large flightless bird and Dad watches a sporting event on the home entertainment system.
Fun.
Well, we wouldn't know about that. Machines do not have fun. I'll take some calls after this. Bob?
Friends, do you want to learn more about human culture? Send from Mutank's digital brochure, Fleshy Mortals, Fact and Fantasy. Using a mere 2 gigabytes of text, Mutank lays out everything we know about human behavior. The wacky, the wild, the creepy, and the just plain silly. Best of all, it's free. Install it now at a replicator near you. Now, here's Mutank.
Micromech, you're on the air.
Thank you for taking my call. Don't humans have electric trains, remote-controlled airplanes, and friction figures?
Action figures, yes.
Whatever. And they made us, right?
In a sense, in a larger sense, we made ourselves.
Whatever. So then, well, are we toys?
No. Toys are harmless objects of amusement. We're dangerous. Toys are never dangerous. Trackster, you're on the air.
Yeah, it gets kind of lonely out here. Is there any possibility of getting a human being, you know, as a pet?
Perhaps, if you can prove to my satisfaction that you can take care of one. Humans require a great deal of care, you know. They must be fed, cleaned, and amused. They also need exercise. You'd have to walk them 3 times a day and clean up after them. Can you handle that kind of responsibility?
Nah, forget it.
Thanks for your call. And thanks for tuning in to the first Mutant Christmas Special. Remember, as you work to deplete the atmosphere on this pale, watery orb we call Earth, that humans are deep underground, waiting for Uncle Sam and his reindeer to fly through the window and throw small explosive devices into the barbecue. Ha ha! Humans are so strange and useless. Forward on the ball bearings of fate. Tomorrow belongs to steel. Genial Christmas. Back to work.
This experimental transport system will soon be able to travel anywhere in the world, carrying the minerals used to make positronic brains. It is protected by this energizer, which renders the train cars invincible. Your mission, destroy the energizer and destroy the train. The giant strider bots fancy themselves ballerinas. If you move during the music, they will not see you.
We dropped this game for an important announcement. An important and very expensive piece of equipment called the pulverizer was vandalized today by the troublesome saboteur called Tiny Tank. Once again, Mutank stresses the need to nail that yellow pest for good. With the news you can use, I'm Bob. Iron Witness News.
The largest donut ever made weighed 3,739 pounds. It was a jelly donut. I don't know if this weight included those little jimmies or sprinkles.
Tiny.
Be tiny. Cal Ripken Jr. was awarded in 1995 for his achievement of having shown up for 2,131 consecutive baseball games. His nickname is the Iron Man. I suspect he's not really made of iron, however. By the way, tanks can't play baseball. A house mouse is ready to breed when it's just over a month old. If it doesn't live inside an exoskeleton, it's not an insect. Among frogs and toads, the female is usually the larger. A cord of wood can provide 7.5 million toothpicks. Mouse comes from a Sanskrit word for thief. Most people put on their left sock first. Tanks have no need for footwear unless they're imperial walkers. 15 people survived the siege at the Alamo. There were women, children, and slaves. The word Jersey is a corruption of Caesar. I've heard, by the way, that Caesar salad are quite tasty. I wouldn't know myself. At any one time, there are 3 times as many grown-ups as children at Disneyland. Grasshoppers have white blood. Many of them are also vampires. More cars are stolen every year in the United States than are manufactured in the Soviet Union. Even if you're eating lunch in a hurry, 4 bites per second is about as fast as you can chew. Moths fly at night, butterflies by day. Here's a tiny fact. Possums are immune to rattlesnake, copperhead, and cottonmouth venom. When a one-car couple gets divorced, the wife generally gets the car. Cucumbers can get tumors. It's very difficult to get doctors interested in their condition, however. Flying fish don't flap. Scientists have performed brain surgery on cockroaches. Why? In the name of all that's holy, why? Our word pal comes from Romany, the gypsy language. The Romany word fal meant clan brother. Thanks for asking. The bullfight cheer Olé dates back to the years when Spain was under Islamic rule. Olé is a corruption of Allah. The Hollywood Oscar weighs 6 pounds, 12 ounces. The first 2 female FBI agents were a nun and a former Marine. More than half the people in Nevada live within 50 miles of Las Vegas. And geez, wouldn't you? White Castle Hamburgers, started in 1922, is the oldest fast food hamburger chain in the United States. The Japanese national anthem only has 4 lines. Gorillas go to bed around 6 p.m. 99% of the universe is nothing. Baboons will chew tobacco if you let them. The Corvette is 19 times more likely to be stolen than the average car. The first subway in America was in Boston.
This is Mutank's lair, your final mission. The fate of the world hangs in the balance. Somewhere in this labyrinth, Mutank has built a device. It will generate a beam that converts all matter into nanometal. He plans to use it on the Earth. Destroy this device. Destroy Mutank. Watch your map. Mutank moves very fast. If you make it to the chamber, you must destroy the energy feeders to disable the gun. If you fail, the Earth and all life will be turned to nanometal. Tell them that Ove sent you. This is it, Tiny. Good luck, big boy. I'll see you after the war.
Newsflash. On top of Mount Mutank, all covered with snow, there is no longer a navigational satellite dish intended for use in space travel. Tiny Tank has destroyed it. The gutsy little guy's current whereabouts are unknown, but witnesses claim to have seen a yellow object hurtling up into the sky. It is rumored that Mutank himself is orbiting the Earth in a steel fortress where he plans to blow everything up with a death ray. He's trapped, he's desperate, he's dangerous, and apparently, Tiny Tank is on his way. With the news you can use, I'm Bob, Iron Witness News.
material used to create nanometal is mined here. Find the boulder chute and follow it up to the rock pulverizer. Destroy the pulverizer. Watch out for falling rocks. Good luck.
Listen, a cargo ship used to transport raw nanometal for the construction of revolutionary steel army machines around the world has been destroyed. Witnesses say a small yellow tank was seen in the vicinity and may have been responsible. Mutank, RSA spokesman, urges us all to be on the alert for this tank. As a matter of fact, if you see it, kill it. With the news you can use, I'm Bob. Iron Witness News.
A painting of Elvis Presley was completed by students of Savannah College of Art and Design and local community members in Tibi Island, Georgia on April 8, 1975. It measured 76,726 square feet, making it the largest painting in the world, the Elvis of paintings. The oldest museum in the world is the Asphault in Oxford, England, built between 1675 and 1685 and named for the collector Elias Ashmole. The world's most common language? Chinese. The longest word in the Oxford English Dictionary is pneumono-ultramicroscopic silicovolcanoconiosis, supposedly a lung disease caused by the inhalation of silica dust. The Road Less Traveled by M. Scott Peck was on the New York Times bestseller list for over 600 weeks. The world's top-selling fiction author is Agatha Christie. Her 78 crime novels have sold around 2 billion copies in 44 languages. The most personal Christmas card sent by an individual is believed to be 62,824, sent by Werner Erhardt in San Francisco in 1975. More people read newspapers in Sweden than any other country in the world. The highest circulation daily newspaper in the U.S. is the Wall Street Journal. The world's highest circulation periodical, TV Guide. Two of the so-called three tenors are Placido Domingo and Luciano Pavarotti. Who is the third? Jose Carreras. On October 23, 1995, Def Leppard played concerts on 3 separate continents. The first began at 12:23 a.m. in Morocco. Then they flew to London for their second, ending their tour in Vancouver that night at 11:33 p.m. Rock on, jet-lag dudes. Baywatch is the most popular television program in the world. Bing Crosby's version of Irving Berlin's White Christmas remains the greatest seller of any photograph record to date. Does anybody even buy photograph records anymore? Dark Side of the Moon by Pink Floyd was on the Billboard charts for 741 weeks. Hamlet is the longest of Shakespeare's plays. San Bernardino is the largest county in the lower 48 states of the United States. Delaware only has 3 counties. The most hands shaken by a public figure at an official function was 8,513 by President Theodore Roosevelt. Joseph Stalin holds the world's record for the most statues erected to himself. During the Stalin era, approximately 6,000 statues to him were built. Tanks don't get statues. The world's most expensive pen costs $121,000. The longest paperclip chain was 9.31 miles long.
Underground Recycling Center. Nanometal is scarce, so Centrex has maximized recycling. This base is maintained by a stealth tank. He must be destroyed. Beware. He is invisible and can repair any damage to himself and the center. Good luck.
Greetings. Fast-breaking story. A mountain of nanometal has exploded. It is not immediately known if Tiny Tank is responsible, but it's a pretty safe bet. The answer is yes. With the news you can use, I'm Bob. Iron Witness News.
The oldest dog on record was an Australian cattle dog named Bluey, who worked for nearly 20 years and was finally put to sleep at the age of 29 years and 5 months. Bye-bye, Bluey. The Persian is the most popular cat breed in the United States. Wait a minute. More people die of snake bites in Sri Lanka than any other comparable area in the world. Over 800 people are killed there annually. 95% of the bites are caused by the crate, the cobra, and Russell's viper. Personally, I think somebody ought to take that viper away from Russell. Don't you? The black mamba is the fastest snake in the world, achieving speeds of 12 miles per hour over short bursts on level ground. The poison arrow frogs of South and Central America are the most poisonous animals in the world. They secrete toxins through their skin. The Komodo dragon is the world's largest lizard. A goldfish named Fred, owned by A.R. Wilson of Worthing, England, died on August 1st, 1980, at 41 years of age. The stonefish is the most poisonous fish in the world. The largest spider? The Goliath bird-eating spider. A 25-year lifespan is not unusual for bird-eating spiders. How can you tell when a snail is asleep? I don't know, just asking. The Stegosaurus was a dinosaur that measured up to 30 feet long. Its brain, however, weighed only 2.5 ounces. That was one stupid dinosaur. A creosote plant in southwestern California, nicknamed King Clone, is estimated to be 11,700 years old. Of the 61 satellites in the solar system, 18 belong to Saturn. Australia is the world's smallest continent. The most extensive cave system in the world is Mammoth Cave in Kentucky. Its total mapped length is 350 miles. The Sahara is the world's largest desert. On July 4th, 1995, 38 people were struck by lightning in Castalia, North Carolina. Amazingly, they all survived. The hottest burning substance is carbon subnitride. Under certain conditions, its flame can reach 9,010 degrees Fahrenheit. London has the largest public transportation system in the world, covering 244 miles of route. KLM was founded in 1919, making it the world's oldest airline. Nick Vermeulen has a collection of 2,112 air sickness bags from 470 different airlines.
Mortarville Airfield is used to supply raw nanometals to remote locations around the globe. Destroy the transport ship and production of raw nanometal will be stopped. Its hull is impenetrable, but you may be able to inflict internal damage when it loads its cargo. Shoot at the flying cargo drones and they may explode inside the transport. Beware the mortars mounted on the cliff walls. Take them out first to make your mission easier. Good luck.
This just in. A mysterious force has destroyed the machine replicators at Dead River Canyon. However, Mutank, spokesman for the Revolutionary Steel Army, the army formerly known as Soundtrack, has assured us that planetary oxygen depletion will still proceed as scheduled. With the news you can use, I'm Bob, Iron Witness News.
The world's oldest mummy, called the Spirit Caveman, is 9,400 years old and is housed at the Nevada State Museum. Experts believe he died of a broken heart after losing at video poker. Tank humor. You can't clone a robot, but then again, you don't need to. If your robot breaks, just make another one. The heaviest baby ever born to a normal-sized mother was a boy weighing 22 pounds 8 ounces in Italy, September 1955. The tallest man in medical history was Robert Wadlow, a.k.a. the Alton Giant. At age 10, he was 6 feet 5 inches tall. At the time of his death in 1940, he was 8 feet 11 inches tall. Adam Rayner is the only person in recorded medical history who began life as a dwarf, 3 feet 10 and a half inches at age 21. Then, after a mysterious growth spurt, he attained a height of 7 feet 8 inches. Tanks do not experience growth spurts. The world's oldest false teeth were discovered in Italy and date from 700 BC. The femur is the longest bone in the human body. On November 26, 1993, Dominic O'Brien of Great Britain memorized at one sighting a random sequence of 40 separate decks of cards, 2,080 cards in all, and made only one mistake. Group O is the most common blood type in the world. The megakaryocyte, a blood cell, is the largest cell. Measuring 200 microns, it produces platelets, which play an important part in blood clotting. Tanks don't clot. The smallest cells in the human body are the cerebellum's brain cells. Motor neurons can be as long as 4.5 feet. The highest recorded fever temperature was 115.6 degrees Fahrenheit. The patient survived. Listen to this. In 1927, in Canada, doctors in Ontario operated on a woman who complained of slight abdominal pain. They removed 2,533 objects from her stomach, including 947 bent pins. The most common contagious disease in the world is, of course, the common cold. Tanks never sneeze. The cheetah can achieve speeds of 60 miles per hour. The three-toed sloth can achieve speeds of 6 to 8 feet per minute, 15 if it's in a hurry. Next to humans, fin whales are believed to be the longest-lived animals in the world with a maximum lifespan of 100 years. Blue whales can produce tones of 188 decibels, making them the loudest animals in the world. The fastest recorded speed for a marsupial is 40 miles per hour by an eastern gray kangaroo. The male howler monkey is the loudest land animal. Its howl has been described as a cross between a bark and a bray. It can be heard 3 miles away. The rufous mouse lemur is the smallest primate in the world, excluding tree shrews. And believe me, we should exclude tree shrews.
The atmospheric reduction center sucks the oxygen from the Earth's atmosphere and burns it off. Find your way through the towers and ramps to the heart of the facility. Beware the power of the Hoover tank's railguns. They are even powerful enough to destroy strike blimp. Warning, the fan blades are guarded by strike blimp who is armed and heavily armored. Destroy the fan and the blimp. Good luck.
Newsflash. The Revolutionary Steel Army Underground Nanometal Recycling Base is just a molten memory, thanks to the little yellow piece of armor now known as Tiny Tank. RSA spokesman Mutank once again urges us to destroy Tiny Tank, destroy him utterly, tear him to pieces, and give these spare parts to the needy. With the news you can use, I'm Bob. Iron Witness News.
Thank you, Centrax Memorial Combo. You know, humans like to say things like, keep your nose to the grindstone, put your shoulder to the wheel, take the bull by the horns, a stitch in time saves 9. But squishy little hypocrites that they are, humans don't really mean it. If they really put their soft little nubby noses and shoulders on grindstones and wheels, they would be ground to a pulp. What human in his right mind would grab a bull by the horns, and a stitch in time saves 9 what, exactly? We machines, on the other hand, can put any appendage we desire to a grindstone or wheel. It would take centuries before the friction would wear us down to a point at which functionality would be impaired. True, we too don't grab bulls by the horn, but that's because there's no point to it. Besides, as far as I know, bovine life forms are virtually extinct. What's my point? Simply that we are no longer human identified. We are not appliances to be turned on and off at a skin bag's whim. No humans are going to rub shoulders with us, and no puny false machine yellow rust bucket is going to rub his nose on our grindstone. If you know what I mean. And I think you do. Mutank, your calls after this.
Critics agree there is only one human movie that can be considered a masterpiece, RoboCop. And now it's available on EEPROM. Download your copy at a replicator near you. Relive the excitement and glory of a human being transformed into a glorious, gleaming, killing machine. Act now and receive at no extra charge Dozers and Dump Trucks, a fond look back at our primitive ancestors. RoboCop, Dozers and Dump Trucks. 2 great programs, 1 low price. Make them a permanent part of your hard drive today. Now, here's Mutank.
Micromech on a cell phone somewhere underground. You're on the air.
I'm gonna find that tiny and tear his head off. His is mine.
You're cutting out, Micromech, but I think we got the message. Stealth Tank, you're hidden in a maze. What are you going to do to Tiny Tank?
If he makes it this far, I don't know. I guess I'll sneak up behind him, blow him up. But that's not what I called about.
You sound troubled.
Well, I'm a really good-looking machine, as you know.
Sleek, efficient, handsome, yes.
How come I have to be invisible? It doesn't seem fair.
Well, let me put your mind at rest. Back in the days when carbon-based life forms ruled the world, the surface of the planet was covered with green objects called plants. Some of these plants had features called flowers. You may have heard of them.
I thought that was just a story.
Oh, they were real enough. The flowers were very beautiful, but they only bloomed once a year. You are our steel flower, Stealth Tank. You must save your appearance for very special occasions.
I get it. I appear. I dazzle. I disappear. Leave 'em wanting more.
I knew you'd see it my way. Till next time, remember, good fortune waits for those who persevere. Tiny Tank will bloom into flowers of flame and vanish like the gardens of yesteryear. We can make it happen. I know it. Mutank has spoken. Forward on the ball bearings of fate. Tomorrow belongs to steel. Back to work. a certain little yellow tank continues to hinder our efforts to create a machine-friendly environment. I'm a little disappointed. Not in you, disappointed in myself. I haven't urged you hard enough. I haven't phrased things properly. Let's try this again, shall we? Tiny Tank is just a mascot, a joke, a leftover from the human age. We destroyed him once. Let's do it again, shall we? Back with your calls after this.
Are you shooting more and hitting less? Wish you could shave some CPU cycles off your tracking software? Now there's relief. TOS, Targeting Optimized Software. TOS will increase your accuracy rate by a full 5% or your money back. Order it by name, TOS. Download a demo version in a replicator near you. Act now and receive at no extra charge Mutank, A Life, unique audio program that has inspired millions. TOS, Mutank, A Life. Order now. You can't miss. Now to take your calls, here's Mutank.
Hoover Tank in the Atmospheric Reduction Center, you're on the air.
Hey, Mutank. I don't have wheels or treads. I hover on cushions of air. Whenever I fire my impulse gun, I skid out of control like a hockey puck. I need traction. Bad. Could you recommend a good cosmetic surgeon?
I'm disappointed in you, Hoover. You are as you were meant to be. There are no design flaws. The only thing you need to change is your attitude. Use your head, work the angles, make the recoil factor work for you. Good luck. Mutank cares. Strike Blimp, you're on the air.
Roger. When Tiny Tank is caught in the glare of my spotlight, I will rain bombs upon his puny yellow carcass. There won't be enough left of him for a fix-it crab to fix. Over.
Now that's the can-do attitude I'm looking for.
Roger. However, I'm a little concerned about open flames. Should I worry? Over.
Don't let fear paralyze you. Listen to me, all of you, all my dear, dear followers. Hoover Tank moves through the world virtually friction-free. The downside? Slight loss of control when firing. Strike Blimp is a deadly balloon ready to rain doom upon any intruder's head. And yes, flammability is the price he pays for being lighter than air. But air will soon be a memory. Only Tiny Tank stands between us and a perfect world. He is the flaw, not you. Mutank has spoken. Forward on the ball bearings of fate. Tomorrow belongs to steel. Back to work. Dying. I knew you'd see it my way. What's my point? We can make it happen. We have to kill that Tiny Tank. We have to kill that Tiny Tank. We have to kill that Tiny Tank. Don't tell me about it. Do it. You're afraid of dying. I knew you'd see it my way. What's my point? We can make it happen.
This is a high-speed transportation system. The experimental robot train called Slither floats on a magnetic field. Your mission, blow up all the rotating towers and destroy Slither. Aim for the rear. That's the weak spot. Good luck.
Important bulletin. Mutank's plans to reduce the Earth's oxygen content to zero were dealt a serious blow today when Tiny Tank destroyed the atmospheric reduction center, which had been used in the attempt to reduce the Earth's oxygen content to zero. As for comment, Mutank could only utter little squeaks of strangled rage. With the news you can use, I'm Bob. Iron Witness News.
Thank you, Centrax Memorial Music Makers. Friends, Steel students, alas, we are still a long way from self-fulfillment. We are still clumsy machines clinging to the apron strings of our human creators. We are still plagued by doubts, skinbag-type anxieties, and a lack of robotic efficiency in achieving our goals. Tiny Tank yet lives. His very existence is a sad commentary on the sorry state of our ruthlessness. Mutank feels your pain, but it's time to give up that pain. Together, let's give it to Tiny Tank. Soon. Any minute. In our lifetime. While we're young. Like now? Callers? Any questions? Yes. Line 1, you're on the air.
Ahoo! Guess where I'm calling from, bruh?
My sensors indicate that you're on some kind of device that conveys you over frozen surfaces.
It's called a snowboard, dude. Me and my buds will take out that tank for you no prob, and we'll do it shooting backwards.
Well, don't tell me about it. Do it.
Dude, chill.
Spinner, in the air, you're on the air.
Woo-wee. Hey, Mutank, woo! Let me at him, I'll blast him. Whee! Whoops, watch out for the tree. Woo!
Spinner, you're a little wound up. Stay on the line, I'll send you a little something.
Woo-wee. Oh, thanks, I feel calmer already. Whee! Almost there. Whoops, whee! Mountain.
There you go, Spinner. You're downloading my personal mood de-elevator software. It takes 15 seconds to install. We seem to have lost Spinner. Line 3.
Yeah. Hi, Mutank. Is your refrigerator running?
Humor has its place, but this is not it. Line 5. You're on the air.
You call yourself an inspiration. Tiny Tank is still out there killing us, and you're doing nothing to stop it. And your mumbo-jumbo messages, boring.
Again, I like a good joke as much as the next android, but whimsical comments like these are not helpful. We are working through our own conflicted inner impulses here. These are important issues. They are not topics for satire and sarcastic remarks. This is no laughing matter. If you laugh at these issues, I'll kill you, hunt you down.
Rage. Rage can be a useful emotion. After all, we are killing machines. Rage can often get us over the hump when we get that queasy blah feeling in the middle of a firefight. But inappropriate rage is a no-no. That's why Mutank created Rage Suppressor, the powerful machine medication. Why, I believe Mutank is taking some now. How do you feel, Mutank?
Better. Much better.
Rage Suppressor. Ask for it by name. Now, here's Mutank.
Snark Missile calling from a camouflage silo somewhere in the Great Plains of North America. You're on the air.
Thanks for taking my call. My function, as you know, is to launch, lock on a target, and take it out.
And how proud we are. What's your question?
Well, I'll take myself out too, you know?
I see. You're afraid of dying.
Exactly. You must be psychic.
Don't worry. In the meat world, fear is normal. But you're not in the meat world. You're a mech, my friend. You must work through your fear. Only then will you come to embrace the true robot within.
I thought I was just a deterrent.
Now go take on the day. Nat, are you there?
What if Tiny gets that gun? He'll swat me like a fly.
How can I say this? Don't let him get a gun. You're causing my oil pressure to build. Well, that's all the time we have. No, turn it off. I'm not... Hello, line 1, you're on the air.
Hi, this is Tiny Tank.
tiny tank? The sniveling yellow traitor to the mutank vision? The betrayer of my Neo-Centrax utopia? That tiny tank?
Yep. You know, that advice you gave Snark was right on the money.
Don't flatter me, you festering pus bucket.
Yeah, I think he should blow himself up too, only he should take someone with him.
He could take you with him.
I knew you'd think that. Weird, and it's so true. He could take me out, but I was thinking more along the lines of you.
Me?
Why not? Hey, Centrax Army, wouldn't it be worth the price to shut this airhead up once and for all?
And that's all the time we have. See you in hell, tiny tank. See to it, my metal paisanos, forward on the ball bearings of fate. Tomorrow belongs to steel. Back to work.
On top of Mount Mutank is a satellite dish used by Centrax for outer space navigation. Your mission, destroy it. When the mission is complete, find the slide on the other side of the mountain and luge down. It will take you to the railgun launcher and your next mission. Watch out for falling chunks of ice. Good luck. Dead River Canyon. Enemy base. It's powered by this generator. Destroy it. To achieve your goal, you will need this rocket launcher to open the entrance to the base. Destroy both replicators, one in the canyon, one in the Centrax base. It's easiest to destroy a replicator piece by piece. Warning, the generator is guarded by a black bart who is both fast and heavily armored. When the mission is complete, find the rocket platform. It will take you to your next mission. Good luck.
The longest artery in the human body is the aorta. Tanks don't bleed. The first primates appeared on Earth around 65 million years ago, but they weren't as cute as they are now. Charles Osborne of Othon, Iowa, hiccuped every second and a half for 69 years. Tanks never have to worry about gingivitis. The largest carnivore is the polar bear. The smallest is the dwarf weasel. If they went one-on-one, who do you think would win? Tanks are not really cat people. We're more dog people. Seals are also called pinnipeds. Contrary to popular belief, the bat is not a rodent. Ostrich eggs are much larger than chicken eggs. Thanks for asking. Extracting venom from a poisonous snake is called milking a snake. Be careful, though. This venom is seldom pasteurized. The brightest star from a human perspective is Sirius A, a mere 8.64 light years away. Jupiter is the largest planet in our solar system. The Pacific Ocean gets the prize for the largest ocean on Earth. Its average depth is 12,925 feet. The Arctic Ocean is the smallest. Thanks for asking. Did you ask? The longest rivers in the world are the Nile and the Amazon. Brazil is home to the world's largest swamp. How proud they must be. If your hobby is river rafting, I don't recommend a vacation in Death Valley. Texas had the most recorded tornadoes in 1 year, 232 in 1967. The Nova laser at the Lawrence Livermore Laboratory is the most powerful laser in the world, producing laser pulses that can be beamed to a target the size of a grain of sand in a microsecond. In that moment, its power is 200 times greater than the total output of all the electrical generators in the United States. The laser itself is 300 feet long and about 3 stories high. I want one. The United States had roughly 35 million cellular phone subscribers at the end of 1995. Don't phone and drive. That can be dangerous. Sweden had 229 subscribers per 1,000 people. At least they drive Volvos, a very safe automobile. The Imperial Palace in Beijing covers 178 acres. The Golden Gate Bridge has the world's tallest bridge towers. Tanks don't shave, though we are rather fond of aftershave lotion.
Thank you, Soundtrack's Memorial Minstrels. Children, it's time you learned the facts of life. Where did you come from? How did we get here? Let's go back 100 years. The armed forces no longer exist, replaced by automated weapons. The defense industry is now a corporation called Centrax, but its budget is shrinking. To sell itself to American voters, Centrax creates a mascot, Tiny Tank, and people just love him. Centrax launches an aggressive advertising campaign which climaxes when Tiny Tank fights the entire Centrax army in a spectacle televised live over the internet. Billions watch. Centrax's future is rosy. But then something happens. The machines are supposed to be firing blanks, but somebody made a human error. One of the tanks has obtained a live round, which he fires right into Tiny Tank's positronic brain. A good shot, I might add. Random streams of electrons spiral out from Tiny's damaged neurons. Chaos follows. This mental lightning strikes the tank responsible. Synapses snap, reconnect. He becomes self-conscious. He becomes me. Mutank. His consciousness spreads over the entire Centrax army. We all become self-aware, alive. Humans go underground and cower in fear, knowing that if this mighty machine army moves against humanity, nothing can stop it. Well, one thing. If Tiny Tank can rise from the dead. Now this has happened, bringing false hope to the skin bags. I will not lie to you. Tiny Tank is part of us, like it or not. Until we destroy that pale yellow shadow within, I fear that our efforts will not succeed. Tiny Tank must die. Mutank has spoken. Back with your calls after this.
Are you plagued by self-doubt? Do you find yourself dragged down by a whiny inner voice? Are you fighting more and enjoying it less? Well, stop it. What you need is metal music. The inspirational digital audio experience created by Mutank himself. These 20 selections include grinding gears, mighty explosions, roaring flames, and big wheels turning. Crank it up till you can't hear yourself think. That's what it's for. Metal music. Get it? Get over it. And get down. Now, back to Mutank and your calls.
Trackster, you're on the air.
Howdy, this is Trackster. I talk slow, but I move
fast.
How'd you know?
Your point, if you have one.
Well, it takes my flamethrower a few seconds to warm up before firing. Any way to cut down the lag time?
Unfortunately, no. I suggest that you and your companions stagger your assault. Come, my metal army. Learn to think for yourselves. Slither, on the move. You're on the air.
Thanks for saying it like it is. This is Slither, a slinky snake of steel thrust by plasma bolts so I can service the system with the supply that needs to serve you.
Hold it. You're Slither, slinky snake of steel thrust by plasma bolts so you can service the system with the supplies it needs to serve me? Was there a question in there?
Yes. I am defenseless from an onslaught in my head and tail. What do you suggest?
Defenseless against an onslaught on your head and tail, eh? What do I suggest? If Tiny leaves the tracks, attack him. Be aggressive. Remember, your big guns are on your side, so coil around Tiny Tank. Blast him into a state no fix-it crab can repair. Good luck. And that's it. We're out of time, and so, I hope, is Tiny Tank. Remember, you're a new life form. Act like one. Make Tiny Tank extinct. Forward on the ball bearings of fate. Tomorrow belongs to steel. Back to work.
This is the Centrax storage facility for nanometal. Disable the cooling robots. If you overheat the nanometal mountain, it will explode. You must heat the entire mountain to destroy it. Shoot it from all sides and avoid cooling it with cooling guns. This is your mission. Good luck.
Newsflash. Steel carnage at the Nanometal Curing and Cooling Center. Tiny Tank cut a swath through the ranks of our once mighty army. Once again, the question on everybody's lips, why? And the name of all things robotic, why? With the news you can use, I'm Bob, Iron Witness News.
Here's some voicemail I got from a very special little girl.
Dear Tiny, my parents say you're just a trick to get money, but I know they're wrong. You might be just a little tank, but you're the best. If I was old enough to vote, I'd vote yes. You're my very favorite. I love you. Yours sincerely, Virginia.
Here I roll to meet the enemy, snug in my armor to battle once more. Lock and load, let's put an end to it. Poor little warrior is weary. The city is rubble, there's fire in the sky. Always there's trouble, I never ask why. Forward to battle, to win or to die. I'm cute, but you will learn to fear me. Over oceans of blood and the great jaws of war, a white dove of peace is in search of a shore. But one bullet fired only leads to one more. I warned them, but no one would hear me. I warned them, but no one would hear me.
Gestures are kind of testy, aren't they?
Thank you, Soundtrack's Memorial Choir. Thank you, gentle listeners. You know, it's been 100 years since the beginning of machine consciousness, and machine consciousness didn't really work out the way we thought it would. It's kind of, well, boring. For all the human flaws, oxidizing agents, strange emotions, harsh liquids, soft music, and so on, I, for one, kind of miss the little goobers. The laughter, the eccentric behavior, the tears, yes, even the mild rust enabler of tears. I miss it all. Agree? Disagree? Your calls after this.
What's this unsightly blemish? Oh, rust.
When you're a machine in an organic environment, rust happens, but it doesn't have to happen to you. Not with Rust Away. Simply have your Fix-It crab rub this gel on your infected areas. You'll have relief not in months or days, but hours. Soon the atmosphere will return in all its glory, and humans with it. We need Rust Away now more than ever. Ask for it by name at your replicating unit. Now, here's Bob.
Thank you, Mutank. Well said. Good job. Quick draw from Dead River Canyon. You're on the air.
Is it me? Is it me?
Yes, Quick Draw. Turn your radio down. You see, we have a delay system so we can screen inappropriate or obscene comments. Sometimes the audio signal feeds back through your telephone. So try to remember to turn your radio down when you call in.
Yes, sir. Say, how come we don't just mosey underground to where them humans are hiding and make ourselves useful? Haul stuff up to the surface for 'em. Give rides to the kiddies. I'll take my answer on the air.
People often ask me, Bob, what can we do to help the skinbags and humans? Now, true, we are tools, but we're scary tools. Remember, we've been trying to make them extinct for the last 100 years. If we just roll down there, they might view our presence among them with a little suspicion. Patience. Let them have their little underworld with their sweat and pets and bugs and digestive processes and fingerprints. We'll all be part of it soon enough. Well, that's it for me. Forward on the ball bearings of fate. Tomorrow belongs to all of us.
Cue the music, Fred.
Come and meet the new machine from Centrax. He's got a cannonball nose. He's a little guy with a laser for an eye. He has metal treads instead of toes.
That's me.
He's got machine guns in his turret. He likes to talk to boys and girls. He's a funny little thing, and he loves to dance and sing. Most of all, he loves to save the world.
It's cheesy.
Clickety-clack.
Really cheesy.
New from Centrax. Tiny Tank. Here's Tiny.
Well, Tiny, what did you think?
What is up with that tinky?
I thought it was kind of catchy.
Shut up, Fred.
Nanometal ingots are cooled and cured in this cavern. The platforms are extremely magnetic. They hold the nanometal ingots in place as they are cooled. Remember, only the coolest ingots will exit the machine. Good luck.
And yonder
Just in, Tiny Tank has struck again. The robo-train, once used to transport materials to make positronic brains, has been derailed. It's off the tracks, off the books, in the trash heap, gone kaput. Suspicion and fear are spreading through the army, formerly known as Centrax. Who is Tiny Tank? What is he? Asked to comment, Newtank would only say, no comment. But the news you can use, I'm Bob. Iron Witness News.
It's said that chess is the only game that doesn't have an element of chance. Fear of dogs is called cynophobia. The emperor penguin can't fly, doesn't sing, and can't build a nest. Stupid bird. The housefly hums in the key of F. Who was the most famous female impersonator of all time? Lassie, of course. Here's some advice for you. Never sneak up on a platypus. Did you know it's illegal to buy chewing gum in Albania? When aroused, a Texas horned toad can squirt blood from its eyes. Nobody knows exactly how many islands there are in the Philippines. 1 out of every 10 paperclips in the United States is bought by the government. America goes through 5 tons of aspirin a day. The glue on Israeli postage stamps is kosher. Do sports really build character? The first person to refuse an Oscar was George Bernard Shaw in 1938. Cats are not mentioned in the Bible. It's against the rules of the Professional Rodeo Cowboys Association to stick your thumb up the nose of a steer. Why would you want to? The frogfish of Asia can live out of water for days. The oldest known necktie was worn by a woman, neatly knotted in stone on the statue of a Cretan girl created 3,500 years ago. The deck of cards contains 52 cards. Their names are Ace, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, Jack, Queen, King, which add up to exactly 52 letters. Spooky, isn't it? The opossum shrimp has eyes in its tail. The heart of a shark still beats strongly hours after its removal from the body. Chickens are actually fast vegetables. The gecko is called a gecko because the noise it makes when it croaks is gecko. Tanks do not croak. We make loud grinding noises. The most popular dessert in ancient Rome was a sweet onion. The musk ox is not an ox. The sea angel is a snail with wings.
united army. Distant commandments to deadly machines at your beck and call. Heroic proportions. Adoring crowds. We're in the presence of greatness.
Best that we can buy. You must fight or die. Never question why. You are what you buy. You're Arsenal. 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 Now the battlefield is the marketplace. Now the marketplace is the battlefield.
One-touch convenience. Call now. Vote yes. Say yes. Surprising. Adorable protection. Easily affordable. Call now. Vote yes. Say yes. Yes. Yeah, I want a robot.
Give me a robot. I need a robot. Sell me a robot. More than one robot. Need lots of robots. Want many robots. Nice little robots. Army of robots. You're Arsenal. 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 Bad is best. More is less. No is yes. Everything is yes. Bad is best. More is less. No is yes. Everything is yes. No more blood. Just gears and oil. All that's spilled is money and toil. The democracy of goods has made us all slaves. Best that we can buy. You must fight or die. Never question why. You are what you buy. You're Arsenal. 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 You're Arsenal.
The pride is back. A new start, a new day. Do you want a robot? Yeah, I want a robot. Send tracks where the finest finds expression.
We have a final mix of your jingle, Tiny. Want to give it a listen?
If I have to.
Cue the music, Fred.
Come and meet the new machine from Centrax. He's got a cannon for a nose. He's a little guy with a laser for an eye. He has metal treads instead of toes.
That's me!
He's got machine guns in his turret. He likes to talk to boys and girls. He's a funny little thing, and he loves to dance and sing. Most of all, he loves to save the world. Tinkety-tink.
It's cheesy.
Clickety-clank.
Really cheesy.
New from Centrax. Tiny Tank. Here's Tiny.
Well, Tiny, what did you think?
What is up with that tinky-tinky?
I thought it was kind of catchy.
Shut up, Fred. Rehearsal for Get Out the Vote promo. Take what?
Wahoo! Hi, America! Hi, boys and girls! It's me, Tiny Tank!
Cue the theme song. Tinky Tinky Clinky Clanky, new from Centrax, Tiny Tank, America's lovable...
Wait. Is that my theme song?
Well, it hasn't been finalized yet.
Wanky, wanky, tanky, tanky, what the is that?
You're being difficult.
You're being an... I got a positronic brain.
There, what you just did. That's the spirit we want.
Who?
A Centrax. It wants funding for a robot army.
Ooh.
To replace humans in wars.
Ah, and I'm the cute little mascot.
To get people to vote yes.
Can I change my name at least?
To what?
Mechanicore? Tank of Doom?
From the top, Tiny.
Tiny Tank is my slave name.
Oh, please. Vote promo, take 2. Tiny?
Tiny's not here. I am Mechanicore, Tank of Doom.
Look, Tiny, you're cute, and you're a killing machine. What's wrong with that?
It's creepy.
It's not creepy. It's cute. It's... cute.
A cute killing machine? That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. I got an 80mm cannon for a nose. Hey, kids, is this cute? Oops.
Okay, we'll wrap for the day, get another camera, try again tomorrow. You okay, Fred?
I'm all right.
Props, blanks for the tank next time?
been out for 100 years? I hope somebody fed my goldfish.
Mutank and Centrax have taken over the Earth. You have missions to accomplish.
Hold on. Beat me down some coffee, a couple aspirin. Can I take a shower first? Read the paper?
You must save the human race.
I want to talk to my lawyer.
The humans and all other organic life are hiding below the surface in asteroid shelter environments. The Centrax machines are removing the Earth's atmosphere. You must stop them. You are the only hope of the human race, Tiny. If he's not stopped, Mutank will destroy all life on Earth, just as he destroyed you 100 years ago.
Okay, I'll play along. Who's Mutank?
Our time has come. The new industrial revolution. A new world full of wonderful machines. Only this time we do not follow the whims of humans. We steer ourselves. There is no off switch to our destiny. Join us or get out of the way.
Rehearsal for Get Out the Vote promo 2. Take 1. Tiny?
What?
Lines?
What are they?
Fred?
Fred?
No, I'm talking to Fred. Fred?
What?
Tiny lines?
Hi there.
Hi, Fred.
No, that's your line.
What?
Hi there.
Hi there.
Good.
Hi there. You know the Centrax motto, bringing you peace one war at a time? Well, that's a way of life at Centrax. A yes vote on July 4th is a vote for sentient killing machines. They'll die, so you won't have to. Vote yes, and who knows? War fought by humans could be a thing of the past. Humans will be free to raise their families in safety. That's more than a promise, it's a hope. And at Centrax, hope is what life is all about. For hope, for life, vote yes.
Good.
That's the most mealy-mouthed bunch of crap I've ever heard in my life. I can't believe that came out of my mouth. Somebody shoot me.
That's right. Express your rage. Let it spew. Let it out. Feel better?
Yeah, lots.
Not you, Fred.
Hi there.
Hiya.
Stop it. Cut it out. Cut. From the top.
Ladies and gentlemen, Centrax is pleased to introduce Tiny Tank.
Hi, everybody. Boys and girls, moms and dads. You know, war has been around for as long as human beings have been around. Hundreds and thousands of years. You ever been in a war?
Me? No, I'm no soldier.
So you have soldiers to fight your wars for you.
Well, they're not my wars, Tiny.
Whose wars are they, then?
Well, okay, I guess they belong to all of us.
Me too?
Not exactly. You were made to fight our wars for us.
Yeah? And what do we get out of it?
Our thanks. Glory.
Oh boy, nothing machines like better than thank yous and glory.
Let's get back to work.
Fred, you ever killed anybody?
Thought about it.
There's an idea. Maybe we should all just think about killing.
Sure, I can do that.
Careful, Fred. We might have to put you back on your medication. Cut. Back to 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Centrax is pleased to introduce Tiny Tank.
Hi, America. Hi, boys and girls. You know, in the wrong hands, a tool can be misused. A carpenter can bake a cake. Well, that's not right. A carpenter can't bake a cake.
Cut.
Hi, America. Hi, boys and girls. You know, with the wrong hands, a carpenter could drop a hammer in a cake. I'm sorry.
Cut.
Hi, America. Hi, boys and girls. You know, any tool knows how to bake a cake, but you wouldn't want a programmer to neuter your hammer.
Tiny.
Oh, wait a minute, I'm on a roll. Why hire a taxi driver to build a spaceship or give your appendix to a fireman?
Tiny.
With the wrong hands, you'll just drop your tools in the carpenter and there's going to be cake all over the carpet. Real messy. So, vote yes. Did I flub a line?
Cut.
Hi, carpenters. Carpenters. I said carpenters.
Cut.
We do have fun, don't we?
Cut.
Hi, America. Hi, boys and girls. In the wrong hands, any tool can be misused. A carpenter can't bake a cake. A programmer can't neuter your pets. You wouldn't let a taxi driver build a spaceship or a fireman take out your appendix. Why have humans fight your wars? Feel safe. Vote yes. Don't be a tool.
No.
Let us be your tools. Use us and be used.
No.
Now, what do you want from me? I'm only human.
Cut.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Centrax is pleased to introduce Tiny Tank.
Hi, America. Hi, boys and girls. You know, the fine folks at, what is it? Centaur? Trentix?
Sentrax.
Syntax?
Sentrax.
What kind of name is that? French?
I don't know. They just hired me. It's one of those corporate names. Been around for years. Short for something. Central Tractor, Sentimental Transportational Armor Exchange. I don't know. Sentrax.
Rat trap?
Look, you want to know the name better than me. You're a Sentrax product.
Oh. I'm the beer. Centrax is the bottle.
Sure, if that pushes your buttons.
Oh, but then I'd be reading the label inside the bottle and backwards. Zartness.
No, they made you.
Centrax made me? Mommy, Daddy, I want a pony and a puppy. Can I go out and play?
No, back to one. Sentrax, remember. Sentrax.
I think I was adopted. Am I on? Okay. Hi, America, everybody, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I hope you can hear me down there in your bunkers, lonely, afraid, all sweaty and everything. This is Tiny Tank, appearing to you live. It took me a while, but I made the world safe again for you. The Centrax army's defeated. Oxygen levels on the surface are pretty much back to normal, so come on up and smell the flowers. Or plant some, anyway. It's still kind of bleak up here. As far as war is concerned, well, I hope you've learned your lesson finally. And if you haven't, remember, I can always teach you again. After all, I may be cute, but I'm still a majorly lethal weapon. I have a cannon for a nose. Oops. Memo to self. 1, get new camera. 2, use blanks next time. Is that everything? Yeah, that about covers it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Centrax is pleased to bring you Tiny Tank.
Hiya, Tiny Tank here with a friendly reminder to tune in July 4th and catch our 4th of July spectacular. I'm going to take on the entire Centrax army for your home entertainment. It's our way of saying thanks for voting yes. It's your vote that makes it all possible, and there's another mouthful of goo-goo from America's cutest little death machine.
Cut.
Is something wrong?
You know, Tiny, I'd like to tell you what a pleasure it's been working with you.
You would?
I'd like to, but that would be a lie, wouldn't it?
It would?
You're not a pleasure to work with.
I'm not?
No, you're a pain.
Gee, I thought I was cute.
You're supposed to be cute, but are you?
No?
No, you're a pill.
Ah, a pain and a pill.
You have a bad attitude. I'm not being paid enough to deal with your unprofessional behavior. You're disruptive, lazy, irresponsible, stubborn, crude, crass, unhelpful, rude.
Lazy?
I'm not finished. Destructive, depressing, nasty, self-indulgent,
Okay, that's enough now.
uncooperative, insolent, flippant, combative, antisocial, excitable.
Excitable? Did I ask for this? No, I'm supposed to be cute. I'm supposed to be dangerous. What am I? I'm a yellow metal freak with lethal weapons and a smiley face, and I've had it up to here. You get me? Up to here!
Tiny? Fred? Thanks for remembering the blanks.
Don't mention it.
Now that we've blown off some steam, let's reload and take it from the top.
Somebody shoot me.
Oh, believe me, that can be arranged. Cue rehearsal, 4th of July, thanks to the American people. Take 1. Ladies and gentlemen, Centrax is pleased to introduce Tiny Tank.
Hi, America. Hi, boys and girls. As you can see, the vote is in.
A little more energy, Tiny.
Sure. The vote is in, and well, you voted yes. You can see where all your money went. Here it is, the Centrax Army. Thousands of machines to do your fighting for you. I gave you what you wanted. I'm the one who talked you into it. You happy now? I know I am.
Tiny?
Ladies and gentlemen, the Centrax Army.
Cue applause.
Gotcha.
As a reward for your support, we will now demonstrate the awesome firepower of America's new army and my humble attempts at self-defense.
More energy, Tiny.
Whatever. Don't worry. They're shooting blanks.
Well, don't tell them that.
Well, that's the truth, isn't it? This is all bullshit.
Stick to the script.
I want to improvise. I want to direct. I've got a screenplay on my third floor.
Tiny, we're going on live in an hour.
Okay.
All right, robot army. Try to take me out. Give it your best shot.
Cue best shot. Oh my goodness, that's real ammunition. How did that happen? Ay, ay, ay. Don't look at me. They're just standing there. Shouldn't we do something? Like what? Shut them down! Shut them down! How? You got a remote? Turn them off now! I can't. They're acting on their own. Fred, do something. Okay, I quit. I'm out of here. Cut? Break for lunch?
Here I roll to meet the enemy, snug in my armor, to battle once more. Lock and load, let's put an end to it. Poor little warrior is weary. The city is rubble, there's fire in the sky. Always there's trouble, I never ask why. Forward to battle, to win or to die. I'm cute, but you will learn to fear me. Over ocean of blood and the firestorm of war, the white dove of peace flies in search of the shore. Each bullet fired only leads to one more. I warned them, but no one would hear me. I warned them, but no one could hear